because I feel like I'm really young, and you know that stuff is for when I'm like old and just like so miserable that I can't. You know, then I'll be down to do all that. But it's like right now, yeah. Okay, somebody could be confused, y'all. All right, if you have a noise sensitivity, cover your ears for a moment. Make sure you're following your girl, guys. Yeah, I love rain. It's just, I hate how it hurts my body. I don't, you know, it sucks. Somebody doesn't want to run anymore, but there's confusion. All right, what's going on, Spirit? What do we need to know? Oh, somebody doesn't want to play games anymore? Yeah. Okay. Somebody could be saving up for something, conserving their money. There's some kind of codependency here. Somebody could want to fix something, but it looks like that's not possible because of some kind of memories here. Somebody sees now how beautiful life is, or how beautiful something or someone was, but at the time there was ingratitude or something, or somebody was being cloaked, or I don't know what happened. Let's see. Somebody was playing games. That's why. Yeah, the fantasy's broken. Yeah, something wasn't meant to be a damn fantasy. Okay. Yeah. Somebody stopped hoping because of how they were treated, or yeah, they're not lusting after something. They don't want lust. They want love. They want something real. And they weren't being nourished. So that sounds like a problem. Let's see. Let's see. Somebody's really focused. They're not distracted anymore. Somebody's got somebody's attention now. Isn't that how it always happens, y'all? But somebody's a red flag. It's like some kind of monster has been exposed. Because it's like there's somebody here that worked so hard to meet somebody's basic needs, but they weren't being nourished, and somebody still didn't have willpower. A not so divine feminine could be trying to baby trap somebody to keep hope going. Somebody needs to put up boundaries right now. They need to draw the line. Absolutely. Something has gone way too far here. Okay. This is a no. This is a no. Somebody could be from LA. Or they could, something about LA. All right. Okay, guys, let's see what the spiritual energy is here. Huge red flag. Totally. Totally. All right. What is going on, Spirit? What is the spiritual energy for the collective message? What are we reading on? What is this? Unhappy. Somebody's unhappy. Unhappy voyage. They went the wrong way because of the lack of willpower and ignorance. But there's a new beginning here. Somebody's taking authority over a social dynamic, and they're setting boundaries, and they're going to say how it's going to go. They're done. Yeah. This is divine grace. They want loyalty. They want the new perception of... Somebody has a new knowledge on the perception of unity. And they want to be loyal and get somebody's grace because they were ignorant. They want a new beginning here. They're unhappy with what they've done here. This is not, yeah, somebody was forgetting because they were around people, they were around people that were prejudiced, and it's like they were prejudiced towards doing the work, the inner and outer work. There were religious conflicts here, and somebody was being obedient to people that were enabling unnatural passions here and delaying things. It had to do with somebody's fruitfulness and fertility, okay? They didn't want... They basically just tried to fuck something good up, basically, is what I'm getting, okay? That's the energy. So let's see. I'm going to use my deck to get a few more details. What's going on, Spirit? Last message. Somebody's not a healer. They haven't healed. They're a prankster. They're a trickster. Somebody played a trick on somebody here. Point of no return. Wow. Something needs to be done. Like, for real. If tomorrow never comes, who is beside you? It's been exposed that somebody here is not a healer and that they've been ostracizing and isolating and alienating somebody. Somebody from somebody's dysfunctional family. This is a point of no return. This is something that can't be forgiven. Somebody's rose-colored glasses have fallen off. Now they're seeing the devil, the prankster. Okay? That's what we're dealing with. Whoa, something is going on, y'all. Yeah, the gamer, the prankster. Look at this. Whoa. Okay. The number 41 or 14 could be significant. Somebody's going into their North Node energy. Somebody needs to go towards their North Star, away from this weird family member or family, okay? Because, like, who do you want beside you if tomorrow never comes? That could be, like, a weird warning, y'all. I don't know. I don't mean to scare anybody. If it scares you, it's not your reading. Alright. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, and the Most High. I'm calling on you. Actually, I'm being called to use a different deck, y'all. Hold on. What is this about? I want to get a couple more details, guys. Somebody did something. Ooh! Death coming out. Somebody caused really bad harm and misfortune. We got lucky, and then we got luck in reverse. So, for one person, it's very unlucky because they did something horrible. They didn't want to compromise on something that was fated for someone, so they broke up an alliance. Okay. They played some kind of games here. Way overstep, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Alright, what's going on? What do we need to know? What happened? Anything else? Somebody overindulged or somebody doesn't love themselves. They were masking to break up an alliance out of stubbornness. But now they're trying to avoid isolation or jail. So they did something. They did the most, y'all. They did something horrible. And somebody's very stressed now. They can't be calm. They can't stay calm. Oh, there's real world consequences. They didn't even gain anything from this. Jesus. Yeah, they're hiding their stress. They didn't get anything from this. They're not getting a gift. This isn't an adventure. Somebody's been masking. It's all a shit show. Okay? There's evidence of this. That somebody's disturbed. Somebody shouldn't have taken this bribe or this offer. They should really pray because there's evidence that somebody is disturbed. Okay? Like, they need to go see a therapist or something. And that's fine. Somebody doesn't love themselves, they mask. Okay? And they need to go see somebody about that. And I hope, whoever this is, you get help. Okay, love? So let's see. Let's tap in. Let me put these stones here, y'all. Okay. Last message. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, the Most High. Calling on you. Oh my God, the devil popped out. Did you see that? Somebody did something, y'all. Real bad. They're disturbed. They're possessed. They're like they did something really bad. Really abusive. Okay. Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, the Most High, I'm calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity with intention towards our blessed North Node. Please help me bring forth the most important messages for my current collective, clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart, from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective and myself, we love you, we thank you, and we trust you, Spirit. All right, guys. Something is not resolved yet. It never reached its full potential. Somebody lost control of the situation, or they went too far with something, or they caused an accident, or they did something. They've given no attention to something that has needed attention, and something was left unresolved. Something could have ended before it began. What's going on here? What's the devil? Is that the devil? A King of Cups in the reverse. This could be a very manipulative masculine. Could be a distorted water sign potentially. This person is experiencing a fall from grace. Something is extremely embarrassing and heartbreaking. This is somebody that is very shifty and unreliable emotionally. They could be manipulative, hot and cold. They could be kind of like an escapist or a little bit neurotic. Okay, what's the problem? Somebody's strength, somebody's self-love. They could be clinging to the past. Okay, justice is here. Okay, so because of somebody's strength, they're pursuing justice, or the scales are balancing out in some kind of a way. And somebody's in denial. There's no time for denial. In the past, something was very abusive. In the past, there was some kind of breakup or separation that was extremely burdensome. Like, this is way not fair to do to one person. Yeah, and somebody didn't help somebody, or somebody investigated something about a separation or a breakup in the past, because somebody left. In the past, there was a feminine involved here in the reverse, and a masculine in the reverse. They did something. And since then, somebody has left into calmer waters. They've went towards peace. What's the strength? They're also pursuing justice, it looks like. Maybe even legal action. The strength here is knowing that there's a feminine here that's a stalker that got somebody to leave behind these true feelings. In the near future... Whoa, that's a lot of cards. In the near future, it's looking like somebody's ending something. They want to restore something. They're coming in. Get ready. Okay. There's people around this that are not happy about this. They don't want these two coming together. What is the advice? Something is over in the near future, or somebody's ending something and they're coming in like a real knight in shining armor. What's being unveiled, the advice is that somebody needs to see through the moon. What's being unveiled and clarified is that somebody here loves themselves a lot. They're actually a hero. They're very strong. They have this way of taming the beast And they're strong enough to go pursue actual legal justice here. And that's going to turn into a very big financial misfortune in the environment currently. So this is happening now. Okay, hope and or fear. Yeah, with judgment here too, and justice. Oh yeah, this is real, happening now. Somebody is defeated. This feminine here, yeah, they're gonna get left out in the cold here. Something is not a dream come true. Something is an empty home. There's a lack of emotional support here. There could be somebody's leaving this behind. It's not a dream come true. It was all manipulation, or it was all chaos, or it was extremely abusive with the devil. Like, somebody is guilty. They're not innocent. They were very immature. They rebelled. They were indifferent. They love bombed somebody. What is the outcome? Queen of Pentacles in the upright. This is somebody that's highly thought of. Somebody with something of value in their hand. They're multifaceted. They're elegant. They're regal. They are nurturing. Your quintessential spouse energy. This could be somebody with earth in their chart. This could be an earth sign, or somebody predominantly earth in their chart. This person still in the outcome is being stalked, and they still have their pentacle in their hand. They're still in the upright. Okay, so this could be the person who is pursuing justice that has the strength to do this. Yeah. Yeah, the Six of Cups. They're going to get what they deserve. Somebody's going to give up, though. They need to. This Bex with the Hex, because they don't have control anymore, and there's about to be a huge tower here. So if they were smart, they would do something. Okay, so there's an Empress. There's an Emperor that's holding on to a commitment with an Empress, it looks like. Wow, this is beautiful. The Emperor and the Empress coming out together like that. They're going to hold on tight, like, for dear life with this commitment and be extremely loyal after whatever this is. Okay, so somebody needs to give up. This is Destiny, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Whoa, y'all. What a read. Whose reading is this? This is definitely not everybody's reading, y'all. I don't want everybody to get, like, this is like a weird love story. Okay. So the strongest energy, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, heavy on that Aries, Cancer. Heavy on that Scorpio. Heavy on the Libra. Pisces, Leo. Heavy on that Scorpio. And that completes your reading. And Capricorn are the strongest energies I'm getting here. If tomorrow never comes, who is beside you? Wow. That really hits for some reason. Very interesting. Somebody has to really think about that and think about it like that. If you only had one day left on Earth, who would you want to spend it by? Beside? Whoever pops into your head first, that's who you go towards.